Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your Movie Apprentice, and today we continue the horror month by looking at 2011's found footage horror movie, Grave Encounters. Directed by Colin Minihan and Stuart Ortiz, and starring Ben Wilkinson, Sean Rogerson, and Ashley Grisco. And this film follows a TV series crew who are filming for their reality TV show Grave Encounters, but their 6th episode, where they are let into an asylum, ends up being quite more than they bargained for. Before I get into the review, if you like what I do on this channel, consider clicking the like button, subscribing. It would really help this channel a lot. We are seeing great growth lately, and I am very much thankful for it. But without further ado, let's get into this review. So to start off with, this film is a lot of fun. As a film nerd myself, so I've been on a few short film sets, I really appreciate it. Spend the first half hour just going through the motions of what an actual film crew would do. There's all the filming dialogue they exchange while they are in this asylum beginning to shoot their film. And it does take time to get you to get to know these characters. None of these are necessarily bad people. They're people that want to find something paranormal, but they are having no luck in finding it. And they're just basically trying to make ends meet by filming this creepy reality show. And the found footage genre, it has its hits and misses. I really love the found footage genre. I think one of my favourite films of all time is Cloverfield, directed by Matt Reeves. This one, I was a bit worried going in, but they already established exactly why they have to keep filming everything. Because that's one of the usual flaws in these found footage films, is there's always someone that has to say, we have to film everything. And half the time you're wondering why the hell they filmed it. This one, it makes sense. They're filming a reality TV show, trying to capture the paranormal, and when things go a bit worse for wear towards the latter half of the film, it's more of a, right, we have our cameras, people have got to see this just in case, because we don't know what's going to happen to us. It is very well done, and I do like the slow build that the film does with these characters. These are all quite normal people. There's no one that really stands out as a bit of an a-hole. The only character that really has the sort of stereotypical, oh, someone's got to create conflict and have a bit of a breakdown. You can see why they've done it, because this person is the only one that's established to have a family outside of this film. And just the setting, this asylum, it's a generic setting for horror movies, yes, but it's probably the first time I've seen an asylum using the found footage genre. And it's just great to see all these claustrophobic corridors and night vision shots going down these creepy hallways. It is actually based in an actual asylum in Canada somewhere, and I love how they actually filmed in a proper asylum for it as opposed to building a set asylum. I also really enjoy the complexities of this building. It's, without spoiling too much, they are locked in for a certain amount of time, but there's some things that take place that prevent this timeline from being so. And just the paranoia and claustrophobia that these guys have throughout, especially as we get to the later stages and when certain members of the crew start to go missing. It's very well done indeed. For you horror hounds that like some brutal kills, you're not going to see many brutal kills in this. This is very much a people vanish sort of movie akin to the Blair Witch, as opposed to some demon haunting them in this building. And by the end, you do want to get some answers, but obviously with the found footage genre, you already know you're never going to get concrete answers with this. They did make a sequel, which I will be covering later on, but for now I'm just focusing exclusively on this film. My only problem really with this is that at the start they have a guy saying, oh, these are the crew that I signed to do this show, and I thought it was going to be the next big thing, but episode 6 came along. This is all undoctored footage taken from the raw cameras. So they build it up that every shot in this is supposed to be raw footage with no CG effects. But there is one particular shot where it's the most obvious CG that not even the night vision could hide it, and it lingers on there for a second too long. If you've seen this or do plan on seeing this, you'll know what scene I am on about. Just the CG on this particular aspect isn't great. I do love how it does slowly build up. We don't really see that many entities in this, and the facial expressions that come from these creatures, while you can sort of tell it's CG, it's also lit well enough that you can buy it. Like, CG is probably where the film does fall down for me personally, but it's used very sparingly, and there's only one time where it truly bothers me. Other times it's passable and you can sort of buy it, but for that one scene, it's just... And the way the film ends, I just feel like it does go on maybe 5-10 minutes a bit too long, and every time you feel like, right, this is where it ends, and then it keeps going, and this is where it ends, and it keeps going, and it even has at the ending be ended by a one-liner punctuation. It's very self-aware, this film. I feel like it does take the mick out of these horror TV show tropes, and also the fact that found footage films are generally a bit campy by nature unless it's a big monster movie. And it's one of those films where you can't take it too seriously. For me, this film is the definition of just a fun paranormal horror movie. There's nothing groundbreaking about it. There's nothing you wouldn't have seen before somewhere else. You use very generic settings, but the cast of characters that you see on camera are very likable. You don't want to see any of them go, well, apart from one guy, but we won't really get into that. And for me personally, this was just, if you have a few friends around to watch a spooky movie, this is definitely something that I would recommend. It is on Shudder, and I believe it is on Amazon Prime Video as well, so I would say check it out. But overall, Grave Encounters, for me, like I say, it's a fun little flick. It's a definition of a popcorn, fun little horror movie. And although there is some questionable CGI, it does go on a bit too long for me. The characters do enough, the events do enough, the feeling does enough, the references to actual film terms on set is a big plus for me. So overall, I'm going to have to say that Grave Encounters for me just needs a bit more sugar. So Grave Encounters, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and let me know what is your favourite found footage movie. Again, you do like what I do on this channel, click the like button and subscribe for more reviews coming all the time. I'll be doing the sequel Grave Encounters 2 tomorrow, as well as Ringu and Ringu 2 in the coming days after that. And we'll see how many more horror movies I can squeeze in after that. And even though the horror movie is coming to an end, we're halfway through it, I am probably going to start doing one horror review each week, because I've just really enjoyed doing these and looking at these different horror movies. It's my favourite genre, and I've just been loving talking about it this month. So click the notification bell to be notified whenever I do upload some more horror reviews. But until next time, my name is Josh, I have been your Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. While you are here, if you haven't done it yet, please feel free to drop a like and consider hitting that subscribe button for more reviews coming all the time. And also, while you are here, there are some other videos over there that you might want to sink your teeth into. Have a good day, guys, and do enjoy.